good morning. I am Raleigh Brown. This is another curve flattening concert, number 777. And I welcome you all here. I see a bunch of folks coming in. Rhonda Scott Merrick, Slim Edelman, Marlene Burke, Steve Walker, who will be doing his concert this Wednesday. I'll announce that during the announcements. Heidi and Jerry and Keegan from Monument, Colorado, or maybe Texas. I think they're still in Monument. And Carol Pratt is here from Mentor, Ohio. Mike Schnabel in the Lehigh Valley. Warren and Janelle in South Euclid, Ohio, the land just south of the land of my birth, or of my youth, anyhow. And Linda Worster's here from Western Mass. Ken Nashif is here from Seattle. Deb Levy Clark from Ambler, PA. Pamela Zappardino from Maryland. Tom Dietz from Vermont, I'm guessing. Michael Tierson from Haddon Township. It's a bye week for the Eagles, Michael mentioned, so no football for us. Cliff Brown is here from New Hampshire, I think. Tom Mobus is here from the New England. Steve DeHaas from California. Diane Desmond from Vermont. Jambone Jim. I'm not sure where you're from, Jambone Jim. But thanks for joining us on YouTube. Donna Greenberg is here from Center City, Philly. Sharon Lee is here. Actually, Sharon Saki Lips from I'm blanking on the name of East Chatham, New York. Is that it? Keith Shaw is here from the Cleveland area. Charlie Bryant from the People's Republic of Montgomery County in Maryland, and Mike Verbeck from the Pittsburgh area, and Heidi says they're still in Monument. And Lori Payne is here from Northeast Ohio. And that's a mouthful. That's a bunch of people already. And we will get right down to it as soon as we have showed the Charlie pic for today. And this picture wasn't actually taken today. But when Michael Valentiner was here with me on Wednesday, we went over to the park to see Janice's bench, and Charlie regally posed upon it. So I thought I would put up this picture of Charlie on the Janny bench today. We pass it up most every day, and Charlie jumps up on it and gets his treats. And I think of Janice. So Jambone Jim, Vancouver Island. Look at you. You're lucky. And Tammy Dettinger is here from maybe Madison, Wisconsin. And Ron and Aretta are here from Philly area. And Warren Bendler says hi to Charlie. And Charlie Bryan said, I saw Greg and Terry for 15 seconds the other night. Well, that's really not enough, Charlie. You have to at least hear a whole song. So we will take down this picture of Charlie and the Janny bench. And we will cloink with the cloinkophonic mug. Boink. I have high test decaf, if that makes sense to you. And Michael Miller is here from North Carolina, and I see. Charlie Bryant. Give us more detail. We won't dwell on it right now. So first up today, this was requested, I don't remember by who, but I know Linda Worster loves this song. And somebody requested Tom Waits. Was that Michael Miller? I don't know. My memory is terrible. So this one is, it is a Tom Waits song that's really written kind of with the feel of a jazz standard. And that's one of the things I love about it. So. Tight slack-clad girls on the graveyard shift do the cement stroll, catch the midnight drift. Cigar chewing Charlie in his newspaper nest. Not my Charlie, he doesn't chew cigars. At least not if I can help it. Grifting hot horse tips on who's running the best. And I'm blinded by the neon. Don't try and change my tune. I thought I heard a saxophone. I'm drunk on the moon. Now you know the moon's a silver slipper. She's pouring champagne stars, and Broadway's like a serpent, pulling shiny top-down cars. Larimer is teeming with that undulating beat, as some Bonneville goes screaming its way wildly down the street. And I'm blinded by the neon. Don't try and change my tune. I thought I heard a saxophone. I'm drunk on the moon. Hearts flutter and race, the moon is on the wane. Tarts mutter their dream hopes, the night will ordain. Come dancers and schemers, cherry delight. And there's a Cleveland-bound greyhound, and it cuts through the night. And I've hocked all my yesterdays. Don't try and change my tune. I thought I heard a saxophone. I'm drunk on the moon. Drunk on the Moon by Tom Waits. And I see, let me see. Tim G is here from Detroit, and thanks for stopping by, Tim. And I saw somebody else here who I did not say hello to yet. Kate Petrella is here, and Bernd Bookman, and Mike Laurie from Exmoor, England. Welcome aboard, Mike. And there was somebody else, Stephen Salmon, that's who I was thinking of. Okay, I think I got the rest of you. So next up, for an instrumental, I thought, so I look at my set list when I put this together in the day before, and sometimes I say, I need something a little bluesier. And I also, sometimes I think, I need something where I wear picks, so it's a little noisier. And I see Larry Pattis is here. Larry's a great guitarist out there in the Great Northwest, and you can see he's from the Great Northwest because he's got 4 cups of coffee on his comment. And Rhonda Scott Merrick says George Young is here, and Charlie just knocked over a picture frame. No harm done. And what was I saying? Oh, yeah, George, welcome here. I'm sorry I can't see you, but I'm glad to have been notified. So this one, I think, is it W.C. Handy? I don't know. It's the St. Louis Blues instrumental version. So here we go. dog has joined the picture. The St. Louis Blues, or I think it's sometimes called St. Louis Woman. And I see my buddy Jim Greco is here. I see late as usual, as he says. We've just come to expect that from Jim. And I think I already said hi to Frank Mato, but I'll say hi again if I missed you, Frank, and Denny Oliver. And like that. So next up, so this was actually requested last week or the week before by Dawn Geary, who is one of my new Tai Chi students. And she had started stopping by the stream. I don't know if she's here today. Maybe she'll catch it later. But it didn't fit into the set list that day, so I fit it in today. The song was written by British guitarist and singer Ralph McTell. And it is his big hit. And was a big kind of crossover folk music, pop music hit back in the 70s. So it's called The Streets of London. Have you seen the old man in the closed down market? kicking up the papers in his worn-out shoes. In his eyes you see no pride, and hanging loosely by his side, yesterday's papers telling yesterday's news. So how can you tell me that you're lonely? Say for you the sun don't shine. Let me take you by the hand, walk you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind. And have you seen the old girl who walks the streets of London? Dirt in her hair and her clothes in rags. She's no time for talking, she just keeps right on walking, carrying her home in two carrier bags. So how can you tell me that you're lonely, and say for you the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind. And in the all-night cafe at a 11:15, same old man sitting there on his own, looking at the world over the rim of a teacup. And each tea lasts an hour, and he wanders home alone. So how can you tell me you're lonely, and say for you the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand, lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind. And have you seen the old man outside the Seaman's Mission? Memory fading with the metal ribbons that he wears. And in the winter city, the rain cries a little pity for one more forgotten hero in a world that doesn't care. So how can you tell me that you're lonely, say for you the sun don't shine? Let me take you by the hand, lead you through the streets of London. I'll show you something to make you change your mind. The Streets of London by Ralph McTell. And I was watching a video of him, in a more recent one, not when he was the kind of young, good-looking folk singer. Now he's the old, gnarly old folk singer. And he was doing it in a concert, and it was very touching because he got the audience to just sing the chorus by themselves. And it was very pretty. It was very sweet. So it is time for announcements. There are invisibles here, people who I cannot see, but you can see, but I still want to say hi to them. And George Young is first among them today because he's really here. Sometimes Judith Fox, Joel Biget, and Mario Peru are here, and sometimes they're not. But George is, so hello to you, George. I hope life is treating you well. George went through some tragic family stuff, as we all have, as I certainly have. And that's been a few months now, so I hope the world is looking a little brighter, if not more politically pleasing. And Mario Peru also is the guy who built this beautiful guitar, which is based on a Gibson L00, like the one I own, but is hot-rodded in many ways to make it the perfect sound for almost anything. So that covers the guitars and the Invisible. I'm not sure. I have the pre-war here. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it on one tune or not. We'll find out. And then we have I have gigs. A week from yesterday, here in the Philly area, I will be doing a house concert at Ann Mintz's house in the Mount Airy section of Philadelphia, of Germantown. And that will be a solo show where I will do 2 sets of hopefully scintillating and calming, and see how calm Charlie is back there over my shoulder, way back there. See, he's showing you that my music can be very calming, and that will be next Saturday night. There's an event. I will post it again on my page. If you're in the Philly area, come on out. And it's my annual show there. Most of the shows I've been doing recently, I've been sharing the stage with other people, as I also will in January with my friends Kurt Lippy and Bunny Barnes at the Sellersville Theater. But we'll talk more about that later. So that's the one live gig I have coming up for the rest of the year. And then there are online things, and the online things are me right now. I don't know who's on Monday. Cozy is on the road out in Moab. She just posted a beautiful picture of herself in this gorgeous Moab desert scenery. And then on Wednesday, I'll be back at 3 p.m. and for my normal concert. And Steve Walker will be here at 7 p.m., not here, but on his page for his monthly concert, always the first Wednesday of the month. So check in for that if you get a chance. And did I mention the PayPal link? There's a PayPal link there and a Venmo link. You guys know what I'm talking about here. And it's always up there. You can always copy it down, make friends with me on Venmo or whatever, and then you can send money for Charlie so that Charlie sleeps well like he's doing right now. And I don't know if I can get away with this, but I have a great urge to just turn that camera that much farther so you could see Charlie. So I think I've used up all the bullshit time here, and we will go on with the show. This one was requested, as it often is, by Deb Libby Clark, who is responsible when you see pictures of me and Charlie, and if they're good pictures, they're probably taken by Deb Libby Clark. If they're mediocre pictures, they might be taken by somebody else. And Warren and Janelle say that Andy Cohen is going to be in Cleveland next Saturday night. If you can't make it all the way to Eastern Pennsylvania, I would go see Andy and give him my love and my respect, and like that. So on we go. This requested by Deb Libby Clark, written by Robert Johnson, bastardized by me. Actually, first it was bastardized by John Renborn, and then I further bastardized his version of it. Now the woman I love I stole from my best friend. That joker got lucky, stole her back again. You'd better come on in my kitchen, 'cause it's bound to be raining outside. And the woman I love, she rode that southbound train. She's a married woman, love her just the same. You'd better come on in my kitchen, 'cause it's bound to be raining outside. Now when a woman get in trouble, no one wants her around. She'd be looking for a good friend, no one can be found. You'd better come on in my kitchen, 'cause it's bound to be raining outside. All through the spring, all through the fall, just sitting here thinking about my all in all. You'd better come on in my kitchen, 'cause it's bound to be raining outside. The woman I love, I stole from my best friend. That joker got lucky, stole her back again. You'd better come on in my kitchen, 'cause it's bound to be raining outside. Sounded like Bulgarian singing, didn't it, there for a second? My falsetto is unpredictable. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Anyhow, I'm going to take these picks back off, and I'm going to clunk you. Did I clunk you guys? I think I did. But you can never clunk too often, so I'll clunk again. I did clunk, I remember now. So the next instrumental comes from the pen of George Gershwin. And it's called Someone to Watch Over Me. Why did that not work? Let's try that again. You can't get too creative. That sounds better. Take that one around one more time. See if I can get it right. There you have it, George Gershwin. Just gonna pull something off here. Someone to watch over me, and I think we'll just stick with the Prue today. But we're gonna go into drop D tuning here. This one is a general request. Kitsari Kaku generally always requests something by Phil Ochs. And this actually is one of, Phil's topical songs, certainly what he is best known for. But he also wrote, he was actually on the cover of his Pleasures of the Harbor album. He wrote, in such an ugly time, the true protest is beauty. And he wrote some beautiful songs. This is one of them, although it's not on that album. I think we're okay. because of the short scale on this guitar, it's always a little tricky with drop D. It was on an Indiana farm in the middle of the country, growing in the fields of grain, Jim Dean of Indiana. His mama died when he was a boy. His father was a stranger. Marcus Winslow took him in. Nobody seemed to want him. The hired hand sang like a storm, and sometimes he would beat him, for he would never do the chores. He was lost in dreaming. He never seemed to find a place with the flatlands and the farmers, so he had to go one day, he said, to be an actor. Once he came back from the movie town with starlets from the stages. They locked themselves inside his room. The people turned their faces. Then a neighbor ran from the movie house. The chickens, they were scattered. He swore he saw upon the screen Jim Dean of Indiana. He played a boy without a home, torn with no tomorrow, reaching out to touch someone, a stranger in the shadow. The Winslows left for the movie town. They drove across the country. They hoped that he would stay around, and they hoped he would be friendly. He talked to them for half an hour, but he was busy racing. Then he left for the Grapevine Road, and they left for Indiana. Then Marcus heard on the radio that a movie star was dying. He turned the tuner way down low so Hortense could go on sleeping. was not until they reached the farm where the hired man was waiting. The wind was silent through the grain. It was just as they had told him. They buried him just down the road, a mile from the farmhouse. And that is where I placed a flower for Jim Dean of Indiana. Jim Dean of Indiana by Phil Oakes. And one time Jan and I were driving out to a Tai Chi workshop out in the Midwest, and we passed Fairmount, Indiana on the freeway. It said home of James Dean. And so we got off the freeway and we went in. There's a little James Dean museum in town, and we also drove by the house where he grew up. And then we went to the cemetery, and what had happened in the interim, I've told this tale here before, but what had happened in the interim is that the family had just, it was just a little country graveyard with, the occasional, it wasn't well tended or anything. And then the family had been alerted to the fact that for years, people had been using the image of James Dean without them having taken advantage of licensing it. And so they put that in place, and soon they had a lot of money. And when we visited, there were flowers on every grave in that graveyard, and it was very well tended. And James Dean's gravestone, you probably find pictures of it online. It's just covered in guitar picks and pebbles, and there are in an infinite number of smoochy, lipstick stains on it from women kissing the gravestone, and it's actually very touching. Anyhow, I thank you for joining me today. I did notice Carol Pratt mentioning voting. If you have not voted, if there's a vote going on in your neighborhood, please vote, and vote against fascism. It's becoming all too obvious. Donald Trump's approval rating is now 19%, which is still about 19% too high, in my opinion. But it's becoming apparent to many people who thought he was on their side that he is only on his own side. So any vote for any Republican at this point, unfortunately, because the party is so much in lockstep, is a vote for him. And I advise you to vote otherwise. Neil Braverman is here on YouTube. Thank you for stopping in, Neil. Let me just come back and see if I missed anybody. I think I saw most of you. I love you guys for coming along with me all these times. Keep your sanity. Don't look at too much news, but look at enough to know if there's something you can do that's helpful. One thing you could do that's really helpful right now is give to your local food bank. I have put up links to finding your local food banks on my page. And you can go look there, or you could just look up food banks near me, and you will get a chance to do that. So I thank you, and and be happy and be healthy. Be brave, be calm, be kind. It's a snap. And if you get cranky, take a nap. Take care, you guys. I hope to see you later in the week. Bye-bye.